Hello. Today we continue our workplace competition series. We look at some topics that have to do with the work environment. The reason for that is because I've started a job at McDonald's, and I thought to myself, why not do a segment where we talk about stuff that happens at work? And I thought to myself, that's a good plan. So, for those who didn't remember, yesterday we talked about foul language at work. And I said the other day that we were going to talk about co-workers with benefits and the word called boss hole. We'll talk about the boss hole situation a little bit later. Right now, let's look at co-workers with benefits. And the question, is it okay to have sex in the building? If you Google it, if you Google the question, is it okay to have sex in the office? You go to these two websites. Here are 6 answers from Quora.com. Is it okay to have sex with a coworker? Depends on what you mean by okay. I think yes and no. Yes, because you're both adults, capable of making your own judgment. Calls it okay. We can have sex if we want to. There's nothing wrong with this. No. And no. Because it's generally foolish to get along with a coworker, especially your close to the reason this becomes problematic is there's a lot worse. Your relationship exposed. You're now forced to work with someone you may have a great deal of trouble having a normal interaction with. There is a reason a lot of workplaces have rules against fertilization. It's because it often costs a lot of money when it happens, and leads to needing separate people, move them into different departments. You know where else you would go. And here's another reason why. Workplace reputation and credibility. Workplace reputation and credibility. Even though it's wrong, even though it's bullshit, it's unfair judgment. This is from them. I'm not saying this. This is really from them. I think no. It's not okay to have sex in the office. You can't have sex in the building or in an office. You can't do that. If the rules say no sexual relations in the office, you can't do that. You know, as a matter of fact, look up Workplace Confidential from 2020, and it'll tell you. So let me tell you right now, it's not okay to have sex in the building. The reason for that is because it can get you in trouble or fired. But if you go with a coworker, here are 11 rules to follow. It's not okay. There are studies that show people that got fired. But still, you cannot be having sex in an office building. Period. That's what they call co-workers benefits. Sex in the office. But if you want to hurt your co-worker, here are 11 rules to know from BusinessInsider.com. Make sure you have more than working comp. If you go for it, calculate your risk and move slowly. Be honest with yourself, otherwise you could be on a monthly destruction. When you're at work, you're at work. Period. Don't tell anyone about it until you're serious. If you decide to keep things secret and get caught away, own up to it. If you make a mistake, you own up to it. You lie to someone, you own up to it. Period. If this is more than momentarily feeling, arrange for a really uncomfortable meeting with your boss. Okay. Whatever you do, respect your colleagues. Whatever you do, respect your colleagues. Try not to know every detail of your personal life. Being careful about superior-subordinate relationships. If you're smart, these relationships are more successful. Avoid one-night stands. Stay away from married coworkers. It goes beyond the rules of the office. In a survey, 50% of workers say they are aware at least one married coworker presented fair in the office. Not everyone follows the rules, but you need to follow the rules. If the rules say no one can have sex in the building, in an office building, don't do it. It can lead to sexual harassment. It can also lead to job termination and disciplinary action, or get written up for. Or get written up. Simple as that. Up next, fired for going Gundam style, and even for wearing the wrong tie. Did you work for a boss hole? That's right after the break. Okay, before we go into the boss hole, I just want to let you know. For the last time, we're talking about co-workers benefits. The example is, if you go to Google and look and type in security camp sex, it would take you to like these websites, take you like these other websites, and they show like, and then they'd be dirty. And then you would post it on YouTube and stuff, and they would just post it on YouTube and stuff, and then they wouldn't know that they were caught on camera. And stuff like that. Don't ever do that. It's not okay to have sex in an office building. Sex during work business hours, that's a no. But if you're caught on security camera, your boss is going to find out, and then you won't get away with it. You'll be fired. And then you'll go to jail. And be filed with a restraining order. that specifically states you cannot be within this amount of feet of the girl you had sex with. It's wrong, it's crude, and if it goes online, your boss is going to see it. It's just like simple as that. Don't ever have sex in an office building. It's wrong. All right, next we're turning to the boss hole. And by that I mean stupid stuff to get fired from. I mean, go to Google one day. Someone got fired for wearing the wrong tie. This goes back to June 25th of 2011 when this Chicago man, John Stone, he was fired for wearing the Green Bay Packers tie to work. Like this guy. His name is John Stone. He's a 33-year-old college commercial salesman who worked at Webb Chevrolet in the Chicago area. And he was fired on Monday because he showed up for work wearing the Green Bay Packers tie and refused to remove it. His boss, Jerry Roberts, told me he had two choices: take the tie off and remove his job. Stone chose later after 5 warnings. Roberts told him he was fired. That is direct insubordination and argumentative. Please, don't ever do that, period. If your boss tells you to do something, you need to do it. But how about enforcing the dress code? What you need to know. Here is what you need to know when doing this kind of stuff. Here's what NCRD says. You must have, at one point, a dress code be issued a reason for dismissal. Employers are settled to uniform standards. Question 2. How legal enforceable are dress codes? In school. Can an employee be fired for having a wrong color, hair, or wearing the wrong uniform? Or does it depend on how many awards they had? It was given to the matter of Limited versus Dawson in March 1990. The case employee who, with 11 years, who had worn 3 gold hoop earrings. This was back in 1999. 4. What about tattoos? Can employers legally require workers to cover their tattoos from work? Yes. McDonald's doesn't know a tattoo policy. You cannot wear tattoos to work. Period. Same thing with the watches. You can't have a watch on your wrist. Period. Falls into food, you're sick. Now next we're going to turn to that story about and this was back in 2012. And this article goes back to like the Dunham style. And if you look at this, like this guy, like signed that created the video, these guys were these lifeguards. They were fired for doing this. Don't ever do that. That's trespassing on private property. As I'm about to show you right now, this clip from 2020's Workplace Confidential. In a public pool. That's just wrong. You can't do that. You can't use the city facilities when they belong to the city of each state. If you do that at the city of Corpus Christi, you're going to be fired. Chicago, fired. New Jersey, fired. Connecticut, fired. Texas, fired. Los Angeles, California, North Carolina, South Carolina, New York, you're going to be fired for using the facility pool without permission. And then it became on MTV, and then after that, it was on MTV. So after that, the city council decided to let them have their jobs back. No, that's not going to work. All they did was just violate the policy. Don't give them a warning. Just fire them, have them banned if they had them banned for life, or never work out another pool again. If it's illegal, don't let them do it. But if it's legal, then they can do it. But they have to have permission. They didn't have permission, and then they started doing the Gangnam style. Don't ever do that at work, or do that at your fast food place for the customers. It is wrong. Dead wrong. Alright, when we come back here, alright, next, how many times has it happened to you? You send an email, and then you accidentally clicked reply all instead of reply. Can you recall this email? We'll explain that next. You ever get that feeling when you want to send an email, but there are two buttons on the side that say reply and reply all? You actually think, I'm going to be a little more careful. You close your eyes, and then you go reply all, and then you send, and not only you send it to your girlfriend, you send it to your girlfriend saying that I love you, you actually send it to all your coworkers out there, and then you're like, oh my gosh, what did I do? Can I recall this email? No, you can't. According to the book, don't reply all 18 email tactics that help you write better. I recommend you get the book. Three years ago, there was a book called Don't Reply All. 18 email tactics that help you write better emails and improve your better team. So here are these 12 tips from that book. Here are these 18 tips from that book. If you're gonna start doing this, here are these tips. Assign task email using 3 W's. Every action should have a clear who, what, and when. 2. Write the perfect subject line. Summarize your email, use prefix modifiers, and don't change the subject line unless the subject changes. 3. TL semicolon ER. Write emails that have 5 sentences or less. Know what you really want first, and then get to that point at the top of the email. 4. Break long emails into 2 parts. Label 2 parts: quick summary, and details. 5. Make your emails scannable. Use bullet points, subheadings, while space. Use subheadings, white space, highlights, and bold text. 6. Allow show instead tell by attaching screenshots. Use them to give someone instructions or to highlight slides in a deck. 7. Spell out time zones, dates, and anagrams. Be very specific and don't make any assumptions. Use if-then statements. For increasing accountability, set expectations to give a client your next steps. 9. Present options instead of asking open-ended questions like, do you think we should do A, B, or C? Instead of, what do you think about this? 10. Reread your email once for a content check. Review for incorrect responses, misquoted dates, or wrong facts. Save drafts or repetitive emails. Use email templates for your weekly and monthly updates and improve communication. Write it down, send it later using delayed delivery. Send emails written when they're most likely to be read. 13, this is the big one. Don't reply all unless you absolutely have to. Don't use reply all when only the original sender sends to read your message. 14, reply to questions in line. List questions to separate lines and use different color fonts. Like for question 1, use red, just like use different colors. Don't use the same color. If you use the same color, they're not going to understand. 15, reply immediately to time-sensitive emails. Just make your acknowledgement meaningful instead of just saying, okay. 16, read the latest email on a thread before responding. Strong by something you want to use conversion thread. 17, write the perfect out of office O auto reply. Include everything your recipient needs to know while you're away. 18, share the rules of email ahead of time. Set up a short meeting with your team and agree on email best practices. Those are the 18 email techniques that help you write better emails and improve communication with your team. Now, when we come back here, our final topic for the workplace confidential, and that is this question: have you ever had a bad day at work? Does this ever happen to you? You go to work, you drive to work, and then someone is like someone is trying to. Someone behind someone in front of you is trying to get on your phone, get on his phone, and then he won't stop. He won't get off his phone, but then you do something else. What do? We're going to talk about the commute from hell after the break. We're talking about the commute from hell, when all it takes is just road rage to get to work. Now, for me to get to work, I get 30 minutes. I get to work for like 30 minutes. I work at 11 to 3. It only takes like 30 minutes to get to work. But for some of these people, they drive like 100,000 miles, like 10 to 100 miles to get to work. But road rage happens. But this is what I call road rage work. What does that mean? Well, what does that mean? Well, it only happens when the other person goes to work, when the other person's like right in front of them trying to get on the phone, and he's like, and the person driver's like, what the heck is this guy doing? And then he's on the phone, The guy that drives in front of him is on the phone, like doing this, and then he's not driving. He's just driving. He's just doing whatever he wants. How about a 15-hour commute like going kayaking to work? It could work for me if I was on the island. I go, they don't have to explain just because I was on a kayak. I was kayaking to work. How about my parachute? Injuries. I would hang on that McDonald's inside. People would look at me and laugh at me like I'm a laughing stock. Well, from here, from my house to over to work, that's my commute to hell. 30 minutes. I would be minutes late. The thing is, when you clock in, if you clock in, you can't clock in after your shift. If you clock in after 11, you can't. If you can't clock in after 11, that happens. You can't work. You can't work. You're just going to have to sit at home and say, hey, you can sit home and say, this is what I get. That's your punishment. We're going to deal with clocking into work on Monday. We're going to deal with that on Monday. We'll talk about tomorrow's email break in a moment. Well, I wanted to get into more about the road rage thing. We'll deal with that in the future email break. But right now, on Monday, we're going to focus on being on time to work. We're going to tell you tomorrow, Monday, I'm going to tell you the difference between working, being on time to work, and being late. The difference between being on time and being late. That's Monday. That's our focus Monday. As we continue the Workplace Confidential series on Give Me a Break. And as always, thank you for watching, everyone. Until next time, America. I'll see you then.